Hello, this is the Watchdog. Welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Hoursley pz9408. At least I think that's the reference number. I'm not quite sure. Let's start off the wrist check. I'm wearing this Bin Bond 1727, which I totally forgot about. So I need to get this reviewed. I've had it for a long time. I just found it in one of my drawers. And Greg was wearing my Bernie 2954M. I just reviewed that watch. If you haven't seen the review yet, be sure to check it out. Grover said that Lando Calrissian is making a resort where they use DNA from mosquitoes to bring back extinct long-necked yellow mammals that used to be all over Endor. It's called Jurassic Park. All right, let's get this watch open. Comes in a box that says Hoursley. And here it is, the pz9408. But if you look at the case back, it says HY812. And if you look at the AliExpress ad in the specifications, it says 831. So I don't know what to call it. So we'll just say pz9408 because that just sounds more fun than the other two. And it did show that in one of the screenshots of the AliExpress ad. But isn't that a nice looking dial? I really like this dial. The rest of the watch, not so much. This is the first Hoursley on my channel. The name Hoursley is further proof that these Chinese watch brands need to hire native English speakers to go over their names, as the word Hoursley doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. At least they didn't call it Minutesley. This pz9408 has one thing going for it, which is the dial. Everything else is bland royal oak homage, reflecting the watch's $15 price point with a chrome-plated case, hollow fake age-link bracelet, and loose Chinese movement. This watch comes in 7 different colorways. If you like the light blue dial I chose, you can also get it in gold. You can also get gold with gold, white, or green dials. There's also black dials, and chrome or all black. The watch is 42 millimeters wide, 50.5 millimeters long, with fixed end links. It's only 10.2 millimeters thick, which seems fairly thin for a watch this big. It's 25.5 millimeters where the bracelet meets the case, and it tapers down to 20 at the butterfly clasp, and weighs 133 grams on the hollow link bracelet with 3 links removed. So it's fairly heavy for a hollow link bracelet watch. Then we have the bezel. The bezel is pure royal oak style with the octagon and the vertical brushing. And then we have the dial. The dial is by far the star of the show. This is a really good pattern. It looks really nice, and I like it. Then on the top, we have Hoursley printed, and I do not like that. Usually I prefer the branded dials rather than the sterile, but in this case, I think sterile would have looked better because this Hoursley just looks really bad. Maybe if they would have used white instead of black, I don't know. I just don't like it. Then on the bottom, it says water resist. You don't need that either. That's just more, it looks like there's a smear in it. So not happy with that either. I think they should have just left this nice looking dial alone. Then we have no minute markers. And then we have the indices. We have a double at the 12, batons everywhere else. And then we have the hands. We have Dauphine hands, and these are not loomed at all. And then we have a stick second hand, and there is no date, and there is no ghost date. This movement is dateless. So I guess that's nice. Then we have a unsigned push-pull crown that has an hexagon shape. Crown action doesn't seem horrible. And when you go to set it, as you can see there, I didn't get any minute hand jump. Sometimes you do, but if you do get it, it's... See, that one was kind of minimal. Yeah, that one jumped just a little bit. So you get a little bit of minute hand jump, but you don't have minute markers. So accuracy is not the hallmark of this watch. And as you can see too, the second hand's missing the marks. Then we have the crystal. Crystal's just a flat mineral glass. Nothing special about it. Nothing wrong with it. It does the job. And you're not going to get sapphire on a $15 watch, that's for sure. Then we have the case. Case is a chrome-plated alloy. As you can see there, there's a few dings there. And I don't know if it came this way or if I did it just wearing it. I don't think I did it. We might have a little quality control issue there. And anyway, as I mentioned before, the end links here are fixed. These little grooves here are fake. It's all part of the case. But it is fairly thin for a big watch. Then we have the case back. It says Hoursley HY812. So once again, there's a little dispute over what the model number is. They might have borrowed this one from a different model. I don't know. It doesn't matter. When you look for this, if you want to buy it and you look for it for an AliExpress, you'll know if you got the right one or not. It says stainless steel back, which is a good tell. The rest is not. Then it says water resistant, which means you only get 30 because they don't give you the meters, then you get 30. And then it says made in the PRC, which is the People's Republic of China. Then we have the bracelet. Bracelet's hollow. And it's a fake H-link. These little grooves here are just for show. Makes it look like an H-link, but it's not. And we have push pins. I've never seen a hollow link bracelet with screw pins. And then we have the butterfly clasp. It's okay. It does the job, but sometimes it comes loose on me. Not the most confident clicks there are. And it does indent just a hair. And of course, there's no half links. And these are fairly big links, so you might not get the perfect fit on this watch. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. It looks nice. It wears nice. It sits fairly flat. And I removed 3 links. So you should be able to wear this if your wrist is about 8 3/4. And it is a hair loose on me, but if I take one more link out, it's too tight. So once again, there's no half links. So that's the downside of a butterfly clasp, is you might not get the perfect fit. But at least it's long enough for big wrists. We will not be taking a trip into the loom room because this watch has no loom. What I like about this watch, it looks and wears nice. I really like this dial. And the bracelet is long. I removed 3 links to fit on my wrist. What are my gripes and groans? No loom. The Hoursley on the dial looks bad. Plus the name is just bad anyway. And I've never been a fan of these fake hollow H-link bracelets. Do I recommend this watch? This watch is all about the dial. Other than that, there really isn't much going for it. So if you like the dial and you want to, and since it's only $15, then sure. But if you're just meh about the dial, then there's nothing else really to recommend about this watch. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Hoursley pz9408, or is it 831, or is it 812? And I'll be back with another review. Be sure and like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this watch, because you love this dial, be sure to use my affiliate link and I'll get a tiny commission. But they do add up. And then when I get so much tiny commission, I can get a watch that's a little bit nicer than the average watch on this channel. And I'd like to thank my Members Choice members. There you are. Last time I looked, there was 10 of you. I'll probably start preparing for the Members Choice review, so I should get that out in the next couple of days. And members get a week head start on the review, but then everybody else gets to see it. Bye.